This is China, the Asian giant. It has become one of the most powerful countries on the global stage in the past few decades. Its economic and political influence has made it a key player no one dares to openly challenge. Even the United States, its main rival, has often preferred to keep tensions low to avoid any unnecessary escalation. That was the case until 2021, when a small European nation decided to take a bold step that shook China's image of untouchable power: Lithuania. To understand this story, we need to start with one of China's main diplomatic principles, the One China policy. According to Beijing, there is only one Chinese nation, which includes the island of Taiwan, officially called the Republic of China. This means that no country is allowed to recognize Taiwan as an independent state. Today, only 13 nations in the world officially recognize Taiwan, while most others have unofficial relations with it. Beijing accepts this only if Taiwan's offices abroad use names like Chinese Taipei instead of Taiwan to avoid any suggestion of sovereignty. In 2021, Lithuania broke that rule. The government allowed the opening of a Taiwanese representative office in its capital, Vilnius, using the word Taiwanese directly for China. That was a serious diplomatic offense. Soon after, in May 2021, Lithuania announced it was leaving the 17+1 group, a cooperation forum between China and Central and Eastern European countries. Vilnius called the format divisive and suggested Europe should deal with China together through a 27+1 approach involving the whole EU. Around the same time, the Lithuanian parliament passed a resolution accusing China of crimes against humanity and genocide against the Uyghur Muslim minority in the Xinjiang region, located in Central Asia. Beijing responded quickly. China imposed a full trade embargo on Lithuania, blocking all Lithuanian exports and even goods that contained Lithuanian components. This move also affected European countries like Germany and France, which relied on Lithuanian parts for some of their products. The economic impact on Lithuania was immediate, but the government stood firm. Then, in September, a new scandal erupted. Lithuanian authorities revealed that some Chinese smartphones sold across Europe had built-in censorship systems capable of blocking terms like Free Tibet, Taiwan independence, and democracy. The government officially advised citizens not to buy Chinese phones. By December, diplomatic relations had collapsed completely. Beijing demanded that the Lithuanian embassy in China reissue all diplomatic papers to reflect the new downgraded status. Fearing that this could strip its diplomats of immunity, Vilnius decided to pull back all embassy staff and their families, sealing off the building. Soon after, Lithuanian companies disappeared from Chinese trade databases, and many export orders, even from European partners, were suddenly canceled. China denied any political motive, calling the disruptions technical problems. But the European Union saw the embargo as intentional. Western countries reacted quickly. France and Germany expressed full support for Lithuania, followed by Latvia and Estonia. The European Union began collecting evidence to file a complaint against China at the World Trade Organization, since full trade embargoes are not allowed under WTO rules. Taiwan also stepped in to support its European ally. Feeling partly responsible for the backlash, Taipei invested $200 million, later increased to $1 billion, to develop microchip manufacturing projects in Lithuania. In a symbolic gesture, Taiwan even bought 60,000 bottles of Lithuanian rum that had originally been ordered by China before the embargo. Australia, which had faced a similar Chinese embargo after criticizing Beijing's handling of COVID-19, also expressed support for Lithuania and joined the WTO case. Today, the situation remains complicated. The Chinese embargo has not been officially lifted, but Lithuania has managed to reduce its economic dependence on China. Despite the difficulties, its economy continues to grow, supported by closer ties with the West and Taiwan. By 2022, only about 13% of Lithuanians supported the government's anti-China policy. Yet the ruling party kept its position until the end of its term. The new Lithuanian government aims to normalize relations with China and align its stance with the rest of the EU, but without abandoning its democratic principles or bowing to Beijing's pressure. The Lithuania-China conflict showed that even a small nation can stand up to a global power, paying an economic price but gaining diplomatic credibility and respect. And in geopolitics, sometimes courage matters more than size.